Chargers and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They'll try the left side. Rutherford. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Caught. This is Ivory. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Up the middle they go. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
On first down, it's Griffin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He'll try again, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd and 9. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Ivory here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Complete to number 19.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Griffin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. was just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rutherford. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Chargers 28, Raiders nothing.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Rutherford. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Complete to number 7. A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll run on 1st down. Rutherford. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He finds his man complete. It's Terry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 30-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he missed it. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And and the ball is knocked out.
The first down pass. Call on the play.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as they'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, there's where everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On second down, they'll run it here. Room here to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So out come the Raiders. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Herbert on first down now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Up the middle they go. Griffin. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Griffin. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
He steps out of bounds behind the line.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's pulled in at the 32. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.